I need Sargent fans to be so real right now. You know, lads. As a Sargent fan, when we were going through the motions in 2023, and he would make an error or he'd finish pretty low or something, I would be of the impression that he just needed more time. Yeah, more time to develop. And I would like to think that Williams, under James Vall's leadership, has given Sargent ample time to improve as a Formula One driver. That's a loud ass bird. But anyways, and not only do I think that, but I think most Sargent fans would agree that as it regards their patience with Logan, amid his mistakes and his rookie errors, I think it's safe to say that Williams has been absolutely patient with him. However, what I am not in agreement with as part of the Sargent fan base are the ones that are now turning against Williams for increasing the pressure onto Logan. You can't have it both ways, lads. Yeah? Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you can't have it both ways. Yeah? You can't in 1 year say that Williams is being nurturing, good, healthy environment for a rookie. Then the second they put pressure on him, all of a sudden it's, I can't believe they're doing this to him. They don't care about him. Oh my God. No. 2023 has to be the make or break season for Logan. There was a Formula Racers posted that Williams were looking for potential Sargent replacements. People were like, oh no, they don't give rookies any time to develop. And I'm like, what do you mean they don't give rookies any time to develop? Sargent's been here for a year and a couple races. I need you to look at me and tell me, have you seen improvement? The answer is probably not. He still hasn't out-qualified Albon in over a season. He came close in Vegas. And as it regards race trim, sometimes he's near with Albon, sometimes he keeps up with Albon, sometimes he'll be within like 3 to 5 seconds of him. But has he beaten him on pure pace? No. And it's been over a season. And that's a problem, Like, you look at the rookies we've had since Sargent. We've had Piastri, we've had De Vries, we've had Lawson. And I'm pretty sure all three of those guys have beaten, definitely Piastri, and Lawson. And I'm almost positive De Vries has done it at least once. De Vries managed to finish a couple races ahead of Tsunoda, even despite bad luck and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And did he out-qualify Tsunoda? I'd have to look that up. But the bottom line is, they at least did this thing that we're asking of Sargent to do at least once. You get me? You can't turn heel on Williams now for upping the pressure. And it goes back to Australia. When Albon totaled his car in Australia and they gave him Sargent's chassis, there was a reason for that. People said it was unfair. But the people that say it's unfair, I want you to look at yourself. I want you to look into your heart and ask yourself, who is Williams' best chance of scoring points? Is it Alex Albon or is it Logan Sargeant? Because if the answer is Alex Albon, you put Albon in that chassis. Because he's your best chance to score points. And scoring points puts you higher in the constructors. Being higher in the constructors earns you money. And F1 is a business. We can't be all happy clappy all the time, man. Yes? Yes, it was a harsh decision. And you can say it may have dipped Sargent's confidence. But it was the right decision. Because F1 is a business and you need to put the best possible chance of success at all times. Yes, it was on paper, right? Let's talk for realsies now. On paper, it was unfair. Albon crashed his car. Sargent didn't. Albon deserved to sit out the weekend. But they had the option to put Albon in Sargent's car and they did it. And it was the right decision. Because the bottom line is, Sargent has not shown himself to be somebody that you can trust to beef points. Yeah? I'm seeing people, everyone was on this mad sob story about how, oh, The team doesn't care about him. Like, you can't say that. You can't acknowledge how patient Williams have been with Sargeant this whole time and then turn on him because of this one decision that they've had to make. And it's not even a normal decision. Yeah, this is a very specific decision that you could only make if you were in a specific situation. Yeah? Then we go to Japan, where Sargeant bins it. Yeah, they repaired Albon's chassis and gave it to Sargeant, and he crashed that one. He didn't destroy it, but it still wasn't a good look. And then, what's even worse is that the crash, there were people on the internet trying to defend Sargeant, saying, no, it's the car's fault, he understeered. But when you look at the replay of the crash, Sargeant experienced understeer the whole corner, and he didn't lift. If you don't lift when you experience that much understeer, the crash has to be your fault, even if the car is bad. And he himself admitted it. But I think what we're reaching a point now where people are becoming deluded when it comes to Sargeant's perception. Not everyone, but there are people that are being deluded and they are not being fair. They're babying him. And as a Sargeant fan, I don't want my driver babied. Yes? He's being babied by people now, man. He's being victimized and he's being babied by a team that has been patient with him and has tried to make him develop. They could have given up on Sargeant last year and they did not do that. They gave him an extension. People say the Australia decision shows that they don't care about Sargeant. They don't have any faith in him. That's up to Sargeant to change. If Sargeant wants the team to have confidence in him, he needs to beat Albon. It's as simple as that. And he has not done that. And until he starts doing that on a regular basis, maybe he will not be on the grid in 2025. And that's the truth. That's the facts. Yes? Those are the facts. What reason does Williams have to keep having their faith in Sargeant as of right now if he's not doing the bare minimum, which is beating his teammate on a semi-regular basis? Yeah? There are people out there vying for seats who want to have a go, and they're not having a go because Williams are trusting Sargeant. And it is up to Sargeant rather, to reflect the dedication that Williams has put into him by showing an uptick in form. He needs to out-qualify and out-race Alex Albon if he's going to save his seat. Because if he's not doing that, then Williams is effectively a one-car team. They literally were in Australia. But if Sargeant cannot beat Albon and beef points on at least a semi-regular basis, then Williams effectively have a one-car team. And that is the truth. If you are a Sargeant fan, that is the truth. I am a Sargeant fan, and that is the truth. I want Sargeant to succeed. But I'm not going to delude myself into thinking that when he experiences shortcomings, it's other people's fault and not his. As the driver, there's some accountability. And to Sargeant's credit, he has taken it. He's been taking accountability. But his fans are not. They are babying him. And by doing that, they are lowering his stock. And they're lowering his image. And I get it. You always want to defend your driver, but some things you can't defend. Sometimes you just have to hold up your head and say, you know what, my driver made a mistake. He did something wrong. Sargeant, time is running out, bro. Time is running out. Your stock is lowering. You need to start putting distance between yourself and Alex Albon. When I say distance, I mean you in front of him and Albon behind you. You need to start beating this guy in quali and beating him in the race. It's the only way you're going to save your seat. And it can't be one of them late blooming things. He needs to do it now. Because there's no doubt in my mind that Williams are indeed looking for replacements for him, because he has not necessarily shown that much improvement. This guy low-key peaked at Bahrain. Kota was another good race. Vega quali was a good moment. But Sargeant needs to put a weekend together where he can show Williams that he has improved since he came and that he is capable of beating Albon. Yes? I'm pretty sure if you're a Sargeant fan watching this video, you would agree with me as well. Yes? So that's what he needs to do. The end. Rant over.